nasa proseso tayo ng climate change.
End of the 21st century, we're expecting a maximum of 4 degrees centigrade.
Habang umiinit yung atmosphere natin, iinit din yung karagatan. Pag umiinit yung karagatan, mag-e-expand siya, tataas ang level ng tubig.
Even a 1 degree increase in temperature will affect the intensity of storm.
Magbubunga ito ng mas lalong matinding pagbaha.
Maraming maiiba sa pamumuhay natin.
The shift or unusual change in the climate patterns is referred to as climate change. Climate patterns will change as the Earth rapidly warms, mostly as a result of human activities. The regional climate will push ecosystems and biodiversity to fluctuate, which might be harmful to many species. Biodiversity influences our food, medicine, and environmental well-being. Because ecosystems are interconnected, the loss of a species can have an impact on a variety of ecosystem functions. Healthy ecosystems and abundant biodiversity are essential to life here on planet.
For us not to further contribute to the effects of climate change, we must be the change.
One using bicycle as transport.
We must find an alternative mode of transportation such as bicycles rather than using fuel-powered vehicles.
Two observing Earth hour.
Next, observing Earth hour. Earth hour is simply not using or plugging out every appliances or materials that uses electricity. This will help lessen the effects of climate change because plugging out everything that uses electricity means reducing the carbon emissions in the atmosphere.
Three, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Global temperature records are being continually increasing, and this is partly down by climate change. Although climate change poses a threat to the environment, we still have a chance to prepare for it and lessen its consequences. We can lessen it thus by working together and taking appropriate response and mitigation. Reducing, reusing, and recycling can be an excellent way to mitigate the effects of the climate change. On a daily basis, we use plastics because they are waterproof, cheap, versatile, especially plastic bottles. But most people don't usually understand and realize the effect it has on the environment. Therefore, if we see to use plastic bottles around us, we can volunteer ourselves to reuse and recycle them into a useful thing.
Four, switching to walking.
In addition to this, switching to walking for more of our shorter journeys helps to protect biodiversity. It creates less noise, less air pollution, and results into lesser emissions. That results in warming the atmosphere. From that, we can save the planet's future into a great extent.
As individuals, most of us understand what we can do to reduce emissions. Save energy, use the car less, recycle more, and make better consumption choices. But what can our community and government can do?
Support small agriculture products.
Governments can make a difference by supporting small local products who, unlike large factory farms, employ sustainable practices, care about land restoration, benefit nearby communities, and make animals and crops more resilient to climate change. It's less about everybody becoming vegetarians, but more about supporting those who produce our food with respect for nature. Here at Quirino Province, we support and love our farmers.
Tree planting.
tree planting activity is one of the many approaches to protect the environment, which is effective strategy to mitigate climate change, and that way, every single tree is believed to be very essential to combat global warming. The government and the community must unify their efforts and jointly work towards environment protection to be able to conserve biodiversity and to prevent environment degradation.
Together, let's mitigate climate change and save biodiversity.